Good afternoon, everybody. Happy to see you, Eden. Good to see you. And Connor, Eden, and Dahlia, Joseph, Kaylee, Lucas, Naomi, and Nilda. All right. Let's work on a Kahoot for review of the metric system, right? Converting to the metric system is little science and math combined here. All right, where are you? Come on, go. Oh, here we go. Start. There we are. Okay, so I'm going to give you this link here. Copy there. So if you guys can get this in there, just want to review this. Good afternoon, Kaylee. How are you? It's a beautiful day. It's a little on the chilly side this morning when I got out for my walk. It was cold, 50 degrees. So here we go. Let me do this here a second. All right. Share. So if you guys can get in there, that'd be great. So I will go over how to do the metric system. Some of you guys are real pros at this. Some of you guys are still struggling. Understandable, because it's not something we do on an everyday basis. But in science, we need to know how to do that. And again, just stick with me and do the practice and you'll get better at this. Yeah. Don't worry about the exit ticket, Braden. Remember when I was talking to you about those 2 assignments? I still don't see them, so I can regrade them and put the grades in. That'll definitely boost your grade up. All right. So get to do that for me today. All right. I send them back to you. Hey, Gracelyn, Liam, Lucas, if you guys can jump in there. Did I not give you the link? Kahoot. There you go. Why can't we see the names? That's what I see that. It says 13, but no name. Yeah, you're right. I was expecting to see the names myself. I don't know. That is, click the video to play. All right, I don't know. Let's get started here. So, all right, metric conversion. All right, so here we go. All right, convert the following to metric units. Let's go. All right, so 5 meters to centimeters. So you go from meters to decimeters to centimeters, add 2 zeros to that 5. So if you're going from a large, remember 5 meters is bigger than centimeters. So if you're going from large to small, you have many more centimeters than you did meters, right? So there's 100 centimeters in a meter. It's like $5 to pennies, right? You got 500 pennies. Yeah, there you go. All right, next one. Hey, Charles, guys are doing great. 2 out of 10. Just kind of go over this. So 75 centimeters to millimeters. So centimeters to millimeters, right? So only add 1 zero, because we're going from centimeters is like a penny, and then millimeters is like a tenth of a penny. So it's takes 1,000 of those to make a dollar bill. So we didn't make that. They're trying to get rid of the dollar bill, not the dollar bill. I'm sorry, they're trying to get rid of the penny because people don't want to make change, right? So yeah, 750. Added a 0 to it. Thanks, guys. All right, get in there if you get the link there. All right. I have 7 more questions to go. So you're coming late. Come on in. 120 kilometers, 121 kilometers to meters. So kilometers, move it right. Okay, that's 2, 3. It's 3. 1, 2, 3. So if I think I can draw this. So 1, 2, 3. So you're going to add 3 zeros to that, right? Move it right, 3 zeros. There you go. 2 people went the other direction. Okay, when we go from large to small unit, we add more zeros to it. Good to see you. I have a streak. All right. right, Braden does. All right, convert the following metric units. And again, this is just a quick and easy way of multiplying times cents. Like here, this is move left, right? Meters to 1, 2, 3. So now we're taking meters and we're trying to make kilometers out of them. So it's a kilometer is a much bigger unit. So we've got to move it over 1, 2, 3. So what do you get? What do you get when you move it? Start the decimal point there, right at the end, and move it over 3. 17. I got a couple people said 170. I think they misclicked on that one. So paying attention here. All right, Kaylee's at the top, Eden second, 5 out of 10. Okay, so let's do more practice here. All right, 48,000 millimeters to meters, so we've got to move it 3 places to the left because millimeters is really tiny. Millimeters is like a dot if you make a period. That's about a millimeter. Centimeters is about 10 of those dots in a row, and then decimeter, so like centimeter is like a penny, decimeter is a dime, and a meter is $1. So if you have a bunch of pennies, it's less than $1, right? So, all right, 48. You guys are doing it. 11 people. All right, it would be, yeah, that happens. Oh, dang. So let's go 6 out of 10. Let's do this one. All right, 5,000 milliliters to liters. So milliliters is a little smaller than liters. So we're going to go 3 to the left. All right, so we got to start that 0 at the end of the 5,000 and move it over. What do you get? What do you get? We got 30, only a third of the class in there. Why is that? Come on, guys. Show us what you got. Okay, so 5. One person put 50, didn't move it over far enough. So 50,000, 5,000 to 50,000. Yeah, we're making it, you just having to figure out which way is smaller and which one's larger. Kilometers is the biggest thing, 1,000. So here we're going liters to milliliters, so that's small, right? If I have a 1 liter bottle, it's 1,000 milliliters. Okay, so we're going to add 3 zeros to this. I've had 427 liters. How many milliliters? Small parts of it, 1,000th of a liter. How many we go? All right, what do we got? All right, 427,000. Yes. So most of these. So the idea here is to try and get a hang for what is going right or left. Okay. So 27.6 grams to milligrams. Big to small, add zeros. So going to the right. So if you see the information here, I started where I started was grams, and then I moved to decigrams and centigrams to milligrams. 3 kind of loops or humps, not humps, troughs maybe. What would you call those? They're like U's. So that one, yep, 27,600. And there's one, let's see, 2 more questions next. 9, and the last one, it's on you. It's going to be just what you just learned today. It says add 3 zeros because we're going from kilograms to something smaller, right? This is just a quick and easy way. You know, if you have a $300 and then you have multiply that by 10, you just add 1 zero. Makes it easier than having to put that down and multiply it all the way out. So if you multiply it by 100, you add 2 zeros, multiply it. Here we're multiplying it by 1,000. All right, last question. I'm going to be quiet. Let you guys figure it out. 43,000 milligrams to grams. Do you add or you subtract? You move the decimal right or move it left? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What you guys know. Oh, wow. You guys did great. Let's see who the winner is. Okay, Nelda is third, Lucas is second, Kaylee is first. Excellent, excellent. And by the way, this is us. Well, we're going to have this drawing today. This is for all the people that participated yesterday. So make sure you are here. We're our 6th hour. You get a free week 3 assignment. One of the two. All right, put 15 points in it for you. So make sure you are saying again, if you're not in the class, that's a different story. I'll remove your name. But if you are here and you don't respond, then I will remove your name. So don't go away at this point. So you got 15 points coming your way. Somebody here, let me go over here. Come on, let's do this. Come on. Why is I'm not getting my mouse to go all the way over there? Huh, that is weird. It's probably because I have this mouse connected. I got too many mouse connected here. Let's try this again. There we go. And the winner is Lily. Is Lily here today? I got Lucas. No Lily. I got Liam. Do I have the right people here? All right. Lucas is here. Oh, yeah, I got the right people. Lily is not here today. Try again. Or maybe she's late. Spin again. Right. How about Ava? Is Ava here? Ava's here. All you have to do is say, Ava, I'm here. And I will give you a free assignment for your hour. So we got to say in the next 10 seconds, come on, Ava, are you here? Nope, I'm afraid she's not answering. Maybe she's shy. You could also put it in the private chat, Ava. All right, you can do that as well. So let's get me on the timer here. Timer. All right, it's going to start the stopwatch here. 10 seconds, Ava. All right, spin again. Nobody here. Okay, so we got to remove Ava. Try again. Thank you guys for participating, but you need to be part. You have to be Oh no, Cohen's not here. This is terrible. People are not here. It's Wednesday. Maybe that's it. Let's go. Kaylee, you're here, right, Kaylee? Yay, Kaylee. And let me get that, put it down here so I don't forget. Kaylee, you have won. This is Wednesday the 4th. You've won a W3 assignment. I put in the grade as 15 points. What's not fair about that? Braden. All right, so here we go, guys. So today what we're going to do is we're going to talk more about, so your participation is really good, more about density, what we did last week, okay, mass and volume. So this is a pair deck, so participate with this. We'll have one more drawing on Friday for participation today, so because we try to have 2 every week. All right, here we go. And if you can participate in this, that would be great. All right, so let me get this started. Start, instructor paste. And we're going to work until, let's see, about 1:15. All right, here we go. Let me clear the chat here. Clear. And if you're having any trouble with the metric system and converting, right, we do have the Learning Lab next hour. All right. Okay, so we got 3 people in there so far. I'd like to see as many people as possible in here. Please get in there if you can. All right. Vincent, how are you? Vito, Zion, Tony, Tim. Good to see you. Piper, Nilda, Naomi, Malaya, Lucas, Logan, Lily. I got to practice your names. Leanna, Kaylin. If I mess up, tell me. Kaylee, Kaylee 2, Kaylee 1, Caden, Justin, Joseph, and Jelani. Let's see, Jackson, Hunter, Graceland, Gabriella, Emma, Emily, Eden, Devon, Destiny, Delilah, Connor, Cohen. Hey, Cohen, you just made it. Oh my gosh. Christine, Chloe, Charles, Charlene, Cameron, Braden. Finally got to you. Ava, Austin, and 2 Austins today in Nevaeh. All right. So we are going to be talking about mass and volume. Okay, a lot about that, and something that people have some struggles with. But remember, I'm here with you. And again, I have had, if it wasn't for my math and science teachers, I wouldn't be here today. My 9th grade science teacher inspired me to become a teacher, and I got a lot of help along the way. So density is the degree of compactness. So a gas has less density than a liquid or a solid, right? When we pack them together, and we do some measurements on that. We do measurements, and we use that, like from last week, we used that in that experiment or that lab, where we could identify the material that we have, whether it was lead or glass or something. All right. Hey, Devon, good to see you. So how close an atom's molecules are together. So less dense if they're not very many of them and they're very far apart, to more dense where they're really close together. And you can feel the difference, like a piece of styrofoam versus a piece of like a lead weight. Like if you go fishing, anybody like to go fishing here? Anybody, a fisher person like going fishing? Yep. All right. Good for you. It's a lot. Anybody go fishing with magnets at all? Fish hook on my bike. Oh, okay. Hat. Yes. Anybody go fishing with magnets at all? Pull metal things out of the lakes? Magnet fishing. Yes. Anybody do that? Nope. Okay. Nobody does it. Okay. Or at least not wanting to say. I watch it. Yeah, that is interesting, especially when they get guns and explosives out. All right, so here is drag the icon to the most dense. So what we just talked about is how closely packed they are. And we can feel the difference, right? We can feel the difference. And density, everything in the earth is separated by density. So the air above us is less dense than the water and earth below us. So that's why the earth is on the bottom and the air is on the top, because they are sorted out by density. So let's see, you got 9 out of 22. See where you guys are. Yeah, you guys got it. You got them all over to this. This is the more dense. All right, if we could see the atoms, that's what it would look like. Okay, so what we have to do in order to do these, we have to find the mass of something. And the mass is different than the weight. Remember we said before that weight can change, right? Because the gravity is pulling us down, that's weight. And if we're going up an elevator, we're going to feel a little bit heavier. If I had a spring scale on under my feet, you would see it fluctuate. So it made me go heavier. And if you got an express elevator down, you're going to be lighter, right? So mass always stays the same, always stay the same. And we have these special balances, the triple beam balances, in order to find the mass. All right. And then volume. There's a couple different ways to find volume. Volume is length times width times height. All right. So that is the 3-dimensional object that we have. That's how much space it takes up. Or we can use a graduated cylinder. And sometimes when we have an irregular object, we can throw it into a graduated cylinder like we did last week's FET, and it'll raise it up, and you can tell how much volume is when you subtract it. So if this was at 10 milliliters and then it moved up to 15, if I put a rock in there, then the volume would be 5. So 15 minus 10. So this is called the displacement method, right? We displace that. Okay, so here we just multiply 1 times 1 times 1, or in this particular case, if we wanted to make it 2, 2 times 2 times 2. Tell me what 2 times 2 times 2 is. Can you put that in the chat? What would that be? Nope, it's not 6. There you go. It's 8, right? That's what people have trouble with. 2 times 2 is 4. Then times 2 gives us 8. Okay, and that's why we say centimeters to the 3rd power, because it's a 3-dimensional object, right? Yeah, got it. You can't count by 2. Can't count by 2. That was kind of a tricky question, but I'm trying to get you guys to put your math brains in here. All right, both a kilogram of feathers and bricks have the same mass, because there's a kilogram there. 1 kilogram feathers and 1 kilogram. Which one has more volume? Which one has more volume in this particular one? Okay, this one does. The feathers would certainly have a kilogram, has a lot of mass. This is more compact. You can see they did a pretty good job of putting feathers together. So the density, they're different because this is more compact than the feathers because it has more volume. So in density, the measurement is how much mass is contained in a given volume. So here is our formula. Density is mass divided by volume. And those are the examples of what today's assignment looks like. Okay, so we write the formula. So that would be our first step. Substitute the known numbers in and then solve. It's mostly multiplication and division here. So this is a division problem. So here is we write the formula. So here is, let's read the question. So the biggest part of this is trying to decide for, because sometimes they don't use this word. Say we have a substance that measures or is 25 centimeters cubed. Anytime you see centimeters cubed or milliliter, that's your volume. When you see grams, you know that's your mass. So that's how you distinguish between one toward the other. And here you have density is mass divided by volume. So 50 divided by 25 gives you 2 grams per centimeter. Now, water is our standard. Pure water has a density of 1 gram per centimeter cubed. Okay, tell me if this object here is going to sink or float. In the let's do a poll here. Sink or float? Sink or float on the water. Okay, sink or float. Let's do A or B. Sink is A, B is float. Let me do that. Let me put the A and B here. A is sink, B is float. All right, so let's get rid of that. What do you think? Sink or float? Get in there. So you've got a 2 grams per centimeter cubed, right? We're going to put it in there. Is it going to rest up on top here? Water is 1 gram, or is it going to go to the bottom? Sink or float? See if you remember that from last time. Oh, all right, Lucas, Liam, you guys are doing great. Austin, everybody. We just need Christine and Cohen and Connor and Dahlia, Devon. Come on, guys. Emily, Gabrielle. I'm going to give you guys, let me start the timer here. Give you guys another 30 seconds. Where did my timer go? There we go. Start. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Okay, we got 25 seconds to go. Got 29 out of 43. All right, we're still waiting on Cohen and Connor and Dahlia, Devon. They probably stepped away. Hunter, Joseph, Caden, Leanne, Logan, Vito, Zion. Okay, well, we are running out of time here. So we got 30, well, we got 75%, and most of you, and everybody but 8 of you are correct. This is, it sinks. It sinks because it's heavier, right? Something that you remember, I hope. Okay, so let's do this together. Okay, so I'm going to put you in start a poll here, and I'm going to put, let's publish this poll, start a poll. So what is the density? Y. And I'm going to have you type the answer in. I'll help you out here. Let's start it out with, all right, so its density is equal to the mass divided by the volume. Okay, so step 2, we're going to substitute this in. So we've got the mass of 12. We did, okay, 12 grams divided by 4 centimeters cubed. Okay, and our units are grams per centimeter cubed. Okay. There we go. Got to start the poll here. I'll give you 30 seconds. So we've got 205. What do you get? So if you take 12 divided by 4, what do you get? Did I give you a, okay. All right. Yep, just give me a number. 12 divided by 4. And if you could put grams per centimeter cubed, for every gram, it weighs this much. I've got a few of you. All right. Yeah, thanks, Piper. Appreciate it. So take 12 divided by 4. If you can do that, put it in the chat. 12 divided by 4, you should get one number. Thanks, Emma. All right, time's up. Polling here. Publish the poll. So you should have gotten 3 grams per centimeter cubed. Okay. Right. Let's try another one here. Okay. Substance has a mass of 10. And okay, so let's find out this one. Type response. So 10 grams divided by 2 centimeters. What do you get? Okay, so we've got a substance that has a mass of 10, right? And the density is, oh, sorry, this is the wrong one. This is not it. 10 grams divided, yeah, I didn't want to do this one. I apologize, messed up on this one. All right. This is more practice. Let me just give you, that one in case, because we're going to do this. We're not going to find the volume here. All right, so let me go back over here. Let's do this. I'll stop. Give you a few more questions. I got a couple more minutes. All right, so 10 divided by 2. What did you get? Okay, 5. Okay, so let me give you this one here. So we have, let me do this a little big. We have a mass of 100 grams and a volume of 20. No, let's make it, let's make it 25. Volume of 25 centimeters cubed. What happened here? Can I write in here anymore? Nope. 25 centimeters cubed. And if you have to do this, if you use the 6, the arrow up on, if you shift 6, you can get the exponent in there. But I forgot here. Okay, so what is this one? It's 100 divided by 25. All right, type response, start a poll. What do you get? 100 divided by 25. You got it, whoever did the IDK. Thanks, Piper. Yep, 100 divided by 25. $100 divided by 25. 100 divided by 25. Yeah, we got one person said 3, and one person put centimeters. So again, the units for this is grams per centimeter for every. That's what that line means, for every, for each. And then I use the shift 6, 3. Yeah. Okay, so one last question here. All right, so I have a container that looks like a graduated cylinder, and I put a rock in it. Okay, so here is the initial setting, 100. And a lot of times it's milliliters, and milliliters is the same as centimeters cubed. Just in liquid, milliliters is the same as centimeters cubed. Okay. And I put the rock in, and it goes up to 110. So you have to subtract those two to get the volume. All right, and the mass of the rock, I put it on a scale, the triple beam balance, and the mass was 50 grams. All right, and you're going to divide by the volume. Okay, so let me start a poll here. So what is the density? I'm taking a thing out of here. There's one extra step we have to do, right? So we have to take 110 minus 100 to go under here. 110 minus 100, that has to go under here. All right, so let me ask you here, what's the density? 50 divided by what? Give me the answer, and this is our last question of the day. All right, yep. And some people got that. Yeah, you do. All right, guys, 50 divided by 10, right? 50 divided by 10, because we have to take 110, because we had to put water in order for us to find out what the volume is, because this is an irregular shape, right? All right. And most of you guys got it. 5. Okay, last question. Last question. I should say this. All right, so I have something that is a rectangular solid. So this one I don't need to put in a box. Don't need to put into something. But let's say this is 4 by 1 by 2. So we have to length times width times height gives us our volume, right? And it has a mass of 16 grams. We're going to divide it by this. Okay, start a poll. All right, so you got to multiply 4 times 2 times 1. So 16 divided by, what's the density? So let me just put the density on this one. This is our last question. There we go. Got to multiply this out. 4 times 2 times 1. Put it in here for our volume. Divide that, 16 divided by that. So there's 2 steps to this. What do you get? So this is what your assignment looks like for today. You got 10 minutes left in the assignment today. So if you have trouble on the metric system, let me know. We'll go over it in class. All right. Somebody did all the work there. Thanks, Braden. You got it. 16 divided by 8. Some good math going on in here. Yep. So this is 16 divided by 8 gives you what? Okay. publish the poll. Thank you, everybody, for participating today. So, W2 assignment 1. W2 assignment 1 is on the metric system. You have plenty of time to do. You have a few minutes to do that. W3 assignment 2 talks about density. If you feel real confident in that, you can start working on that. And then the quiz, I have not published the quiz yet, is a combination of both of those. Now, what's a little bit different about the assignment today's assignment, W3 assignment 2, is you have to put the numbers in. It's not multiple choice. So you have to show your math work, okay? All right. Any questions at all? Right? Some people were talking to me about problems with the grades. And again, I can tell you what's going on here. All right. So 20% of your grade is the assignment. So like W3 assignment 1 and 2. 1 and 2 are 20%. All right, it's always good to do those assignments because 80% of your grade is the quiz, and those questions or those answers are on the quiz. Okay, so I use some of the questions onto the quiz. So if you can do those assignments, now you only get 2 tries on this. Don't try it before you do those assignments. All right, 2 tries here, they are unlimited. So it's always a great idea to take some notes for the right answers so that when you go into the quiz, you're ready to do that, because 80% of your grade comes from that. Okay. Good for you. Good for you. I'm glad you got that done in your head. Any questions on the metric system or density? Right? Nope. All right. So if you are struggling, remember the Learning Lab. Learning Lab is right after this class. Learning Lab. And then Learning Lab throughout the day. And the teachers are the science teachers like me. I go into it as well. And if you have any questions, you can do that. If it's your break, you can do that. All right, we got about 7 minutes. So get started on W3 assignment 1 and 2. Get those done. They're due at the end of the week. Don't get behind. Or if you did not do W2 quiz, that turned into a 0 yesterday or last night. So if your grade is really low, it's because of that. All right, so get working on that. All right.